All right, everybody. It's my continuing attempt to vlog. I did as much vlogging as I could yesterday. Hang on a second. A little better. I recorded a bunch of clips that I have not edited together of my day yesterday. Sorry. Maybe I'll get to that tonight. Hopefully I'll get to that tonight. So I figured I'd pop the camera on and take you on my little trip back to the doctor. I went yesterday, and of course you didn't see what happened. I had to go because I had to check out my blood work. I had some blood tests done. Nothing serious, just regular stuff. And that's the problem. It's just like, it's regular stuff. Then now going to the doctor is regular stuff. I don't remember my parents and grandparents going to the doctor like we go all the time. Or we have to, I normally go to the doctor on Thursday because that's my doctor day. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a doctor story too. So I had some blood work done because it was my time to get blood work done. Because the blood work I had before, my cholesterol and my glucose were a little high. Like a little high, like 106. They want them both under 100. So I had blood work done, and then I went to the doctor yesterday to go over my blood work. And my glucose was down to 92, and my cholesterol had jumped up about 19 points. What? In any case, I don't know. And it had jumped up about 19 points. So they checked out, so they wanted to change my medication. The nurse asked if I'd had a colonoscopy, and it's funny. I realized that I had a colonoscopy when I was 50. It was 8 years ago. And the last thing I remember the doctor said at my colonoscopy is, "Well, I'll see you in 10 years." And it seemed like 10 years was going to be 1,000 years, going to be forever. It was like, this dude ain't never going to see me again. Right? But it looks like he's going to see me again. So in the meantime, they gave me a little test. And y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Little test in the envelope. You got to do the thing and do the duty and do the thing, right? And then you take it back. You're gonna ride around with your poop in the car. I remember getting one of those years ago that you were actually supposed to mail in. And I'm thinking to myself, really? You're going to mail? And this was done a little differently. It's still playing with your poop. But anyway, so I did it this morning, and I haven't filled out any of the forms, but I sealed it in the envelope, and I'm taking it back to my doctor now. And I guess this is part they have to fill out, so I'll fill them out when I get there, and we'll see what happens. I am trying to be compliant. You ever been fired as a patient? I was fired as a patient once. You probably fired a doctor or two, right? But you didn't think you could be fired as a patient. You could be fired as a patient. Let them keep telling you stuff that they don't think you're doing. They'll fire your butt. I remember I missed an appointment and I had missed a couple of appointments because I couldn't afford the copay, so I couldn't go. I didn't cancel. Bad on me, I guess. So I couldn't afford the copay, so I didn't go. And I did that one too many times, I guess. And they sent me a letter saying that that I couldn't miss any more without letting them know. And then I missed one more. And then they sent me a letter saying they could no longer see me, and that I would have to find another primary care physician. I was of the mind that maybe the computer sent this out, and then and it was sort of formulaic, and they didn't really mean it. I mean, the guy had been my doctor for 20 years. There's no way, right? He's going to kick me out, right? I'd never even heard of a doctor's office that refused to see somebody, because it wasn't like a money thing. We had insurance; they got paid. Even when I didn't show up, they got paid. So it wasn't a money thing. It was a non-compliance thing. So I called them, because I needed medicine, because I didn't have any medicine, and I was like, I'm gonna need some medicine. So and my prescription had expired, and I figured I'd have to have an appointment. So I called and tried to set up one. And they called me back and said, we can't see you. I'm sorry, Miss Lawson. I can't set an appointment for you. Dr. Failing said that I can't set up an appointment for you. I'm sorry. You're going to have to find another primary care physician. So I was essentially fired for being a non-compliant. What I guess is that they don't want you to die on their watch. I guess that's what it is. They don't want you to die on their watch because you were non-compliant. As it turned out, I damn near died on somebody else's watch. As a compliant patient. As somebody who was taking their medicine. As somebody who was going to the doctor all the flipping time. Anybody else ever been fired for being a patient? Did anybody else know that was even a possibility? That they can fire you from being a patient? The doctor's office can decide that they don't want you as a patient anymore because you're not making enough progress, or you cancel too often, or whatever. And out you go. Anybody else know that was even a possibility? Well, it is. Happened to me. So now I'm driving across town, my poop in the car, trying my best to be compliant. Took a handful of medicine this morning, 7 pills. Carvedilol, hydrochlorothiazide, losartan, potassium, aspirin, a couple of Advil for my knee. There's 2 more, but I don't remember. Meloxicam. And there's 1 more. I don't remember what it is. That's bad. When you take that much medication and you don't even know what the hell you're taking. That's not so good. That doesn't make me happy. In any case. So that's what I'm doing. I went over and before I did that, I shoot a piece for work of a housing complex they're tearing down. I had to go and do that, and then I decided I would drive out here. It's Friday. Debbie is nice enough to lend me her car on Friday to do my running around, as my car does not have air conditioning, and the driver's window doesn't close, and doesn't have a cool place to put the phone to do the live. So she is kind enough to her husband to let me drive her car, long enough to put some gas in it. So there you are. I trust that you are well today. I trust that things are looking up for your weekend. Our weekend is going to be kind of quiet, I think. I have the radio program that I contribute on in the morning. I have a notary thing to do. I'm a notary public to do tomorrow afternoon. A couple neighborhoods over from where I live, and got to come home and watch the Florida State game, I guess. They play Syracuse. The Syracuse Orange. Not a Syracuse fan, but I do like this shirt because I look good in it. In any case, I'm going to watch a little football and chill out. Listen, we'd like you to do something for me. If you like our videos here on Facebook, if you think that we're doing a good job, please comment. Please like, please subscribe. We have 50 subscribers now. We're really trying to build this channel as organically as possible, as it was intended to be. People subscribe and like and subscribe because they like your content. So if you like the content, please help us out by subscribing. Our first milestone was 50, and we reached that the other day. Thank you. 50 times. Our next milestone is, of course, 100. And at 100, we can get a channel name, a unique channel name. And that's the only benefit of 100. In order to, for those of you who didn't know, or who are wondering, in order for anybody to receive any recompense money from YouTube, you have to have at least 4,000 hours viewed, 4,000 hours, and have 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. Well, we're nowhere near that right now, because we've got 69 hours viewed, 69.3 I believe, and we have 50 subscribers. So we're a little bit of ways from that 4,000 hours viewed, right? And 1,000 subscribers. I think we'll get there. Oh, and that has to be in a calendar year. So I don't know if, I don't know how soon we're going to get there. But we're not going to do it. We're not going to stop. We're not going to give up. We think that our relationship and marital advice has been good for some people and offers the perspective of a couple that's been married 30 years. We've done a lot of stuff. We've done a lot of stuff right, and we've done a lot of stuff that we can do better. And that's just our reality. There's a lot of stuff we could have done better, and if we had another shot at it, we'd do better. So with hindsight being 2020, we're happy to help people along the way. It is our hearts that marriages, especially marriages, survive and thrive. Because we both know how difficult it is. We know how hard it is. We know that, being married is not for wimps. Being married is for people who are ready to go the distance, ready to go to the mat for their relationship, ready to go to the mat for their partner. we want you to do is know that you've got a place to come. And if you've got any questions, I don't know if we have the answer, but we may have an answer for you. It'll be our, you know what, we're not licensed marriage counselors. We're just a couple that have been married 30 years and again, have gone through some things. It's not been rainbows and unicorns every day. But again, we've survived some stuff. And we think we can help you survive some stuff and avoid some things. Alright, about to pull into my doctor's parking lot, which is always fun. Okay, really, which is never fun. But look at me. I'm going to park in the very same parking space. No, right next to the parking space that I parked in yesterday. Now, pulling into this space is easy. Pulling out of this space is a nightmare. But that's okay. Anyway, thanks again for liking and commenting and subscribing. We need you. We need your feedback, and we appreciate you, and we appreciate your feedback. Till we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye.